Hey everyone, it's Denise Brown from the Caregiving Years Training Academy. I've been walking you through the 6 stages of the caregiving experience, which is a concept that I originally developed in 1997 and have committed to refining and adjusting and revising over the past 24 years. It's really important to me that this concept is relevant for today's caregiving experience. So we went through the first 3 stages and we talked about the keyword in each of the stages. So the first stage is about expecting that someone in your family might need your help. And the keyword is to ask. And then you bring that keyword into the second stage, which is the freshman caregiver when you're starting to help. And you add ask to the keyword of find. So you're getting into the habit of asking and finding. And the other part about the second stage that's really important is that you're committing to a life skill of experimenting. You're just going to try and see what happens. And you're not really focused on the outcome. Instead, you're really gathering information about this experiment of finding help and using help. And then you move into the third stage when you are entrenched by the caregiving experience. Because you're entrenched, the key word in this stage is to receive. And then, amazingly enough, you start to adjust to caregiving, which seems impossible when you're entrenched. But at some point, you move into a stage where you're not so shocked by what happens during a caregiving day. I think about the entrenched experiences about tornadoes, and there's tornadoes outside of you, and there's tornadoes inside of you. And those tornadoes still kick up when you're in the fourth stage, the pragmatic caregiver stage, but you now have the ability to calm them. Whereas before, when you were entrenched, it just felt like it was a constant swirl. So you figured out in the fourth stage how to calm the swirls. So the key word in this stage is to welcome. Because you're calmer, there's an opportunity for you to welcome. It could be perspectives, it could be forgiveness, it could be your own healing around what has hurt so much during your caregiving experience. Probably about 20 years ago, I was delivering this 6 stages concept as a workshop. And I had an attendee who really kind of pushed back when I was talking about the fourth stage and this idea that we can welcome, specifically that we can welcome joy with our caree, and that we can have some shared activities with our caree that we enjoy. And she just said, I don't buy it, I don't get it, I don't understand that. And I said, tell me about your day. So she shared that she was caring for her mom who had Alzheimer's disease, and her disease process was such that she was no longer really to engage in a conversation with her daughter, her family caregiver. So the family caregiver took care of her mom, and she lived with her husband, and she also worked. So when she was at work, her husband would drive her mom to the local adult day center and then pick her up and bring her home. And then the family caregiver would come home for dinner, and the three of them would have dinner together. And then after dinner, the family caregiver would help her mom get ready for bed. So she went through the process of cueing her mom to remind her to brush her teeth and wash her face. And then when she was in her pajamas, she would help her mom into bed. And so her mom would be in bed, resting, ready to fall asleep. And the family caregiver would sit beside her on the bed and stroke her cheek. And that's how they ended their day together. And I said, that is a powerful example of shared activities and welcoming joy in your day. Just imagine that just simple act of stroking her mom's cheek is actually a profound activity. And think about the memories that that family caregiver created for herself. So when she looked back on her caregiving experience, she could look back on those moments at the end of their day together and really feel the love that she communicated to her mom through that simple act of stroking her mom's cheek. That's welcoming. And when we're in a position where we can calm the tornadoes, we can welcome, and we can welcome a way for us to feel okay, even during a time and an experience like caregiving. Okay, thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to sharing the next stage, the fifth stage, with you in another video. Thanks much. Take care.